In today's video, we're going to be making zobo drink with dates and ginger. If you are someone that do not like sugar that much, then you might want to try this at home, and this is very good for your health. Okay, so let's dive into the video. So I'm going to be using ginger, and I'm going to be using the zobo leaf, and I'm going to be using the dates. So it depends on how very sweet you want it to be. So first of all, you want to remove all the seed in the dates. I got a date that had seed in it. Then you peel your ginger and blend your ginger in your food processor. Add a little bit of water. You can decide to add the two together, but I am going to be separating it in this video. So let's blend the ginger. So I'm going to blend the ginger. Make sure it's well blended. I blend it very well. And if you also want to make use of your ginger like that without saving it, that's fine. It depends on you, but I'm going to be saving my ginger because of my own health. I don't want it too pepperish, so it depends on what you want. Then you can also use pineapple fruit, like the back of the pineapple, to boil it together with your zobo drink and your ginger. But I'm not going to be doing this because I want the zobo drink to last, because I've noticed that when you make use of fruit, there's high tendency that it's going to get spoiled on time. So I'm not going to be using the fruit. I'll just be using the ginger water. So you can use it with the shaft, whatever you like. Then I'll be using the date here. I'd already washed my date very well. Make sure it's very, very clean. There are some dates that they sell here in my area that they do not have seed, but I bought the one that had seed. So add water into your dates, because these dates, by the time you blend it, it gets very, very thick. So you might need to add a lot of water. When I say lots, you might need to add lots and lots of water, because I still added water after I finished blending mine. I still had to add water in between the blending. So make sure that you blend it very well, that you had as in water, enough water to it. So this was me blending it, and I actually had to pull it off and add more water into it so that it can give me that liquid, what's it called, liquid texture anyway. So this was me blending it back. So make sure you blend it very well. Make sure it's well blended. Some do add their date after they've finished boiling their zobo, but I want to add my date while I'm still boiling my zobo, because I want every sweetening of that date to get into my zobo. So this is the paste. Can you see how thick it is? It's very, very thick, very thick. So okay, so now let's wash our zobo drink, and that's what we are going to be doing now. One health benefit of zobo drink is that it gives you a lot of iron, and some say blood. I've not read up to that part, but I know that it helps to boost your iron level very well. So that's why I am making it today. And aside that, I really want to reduce the excess of taking maybe Fanta or Coke. I prefer to take some zobo drink when it's well chilled, and you know, I think I prefer that for now. And it's summertime, so you might want to have something cool. So you'll be tempted to have more of these cold canned drinks, which I don't really want to have. So that's why I am making my zobo drink right now. So I'm going to be adding like four handful of it. It depends on how big the leaves are, and I'm going to be rinsing this. Please make sure you rinse very well. Don't look at the amount of color that is going to come out of it, that are thinking you are wasting is it the zobo drink. For me, I like to wash my zobo leaf very well, because definitely you are going to have some sand in it. So, and I'm going to be sieving it out once I'm washing it. I make sure that there is no sand at the bottom. I don't want any sand at all. Don't use hot water when you are rinsing. Just make sure you use the normal cold tap water, and make sure that it's well rinsed. Make sure you're not seeing any sand at the bottom of it. And that was what I actually did in this video. So after rinsing, I added it into my pot. I'd already boiled water down. That's one kettle. So for the 4 full hands that I made, I'm going to be using 1 whole full kettle of the boiling water. You might want to add more water depending on how thick you actually want your zobo to be. Some actually they do leave it like this, but for me, I'm still going to be boiling it. So I added my ginger liquid into it. Like I said, you can add your shaft into it together with it, depending on how you really want your ginger to come out of it. This actually did not really have that ginger taste the way I actually really wanted it to be, but it's okay. That's fine by me because I don't really want something that pepperish. So I went further to add my date paste. I'm not using sugar in this method, but if you want to add sugar to your own zobo drink, that's fine. After the zobo has been brought to a boil, you can now add your sugar when it's cool. So I bought my date together with it. Anyhow method you want it, you might actually leave it also when your zobo drink is cool. Now add your date to it. Everyone has the method he or she is using to prepare our own zobo drink, but this is how I'm going to be preparing my own, so you might want to follow it if it's okay for you. And I make sure that this came to a boil very, very well, and after it has finally cooled down, this was the result. So I added ice to it because I wanted to take it. So if you like this video and you want to see more, follow me.